Hello there. I'm Professor Chuck Ambers, and I decided to do this from my museum, doing the distance that we have to keep from one another. And so this is a museum that I have run for the last 22 years. I'm an educator for 50 some odd years, taught with Mesa, Palomar City College, and done lectures in a dozen different countries where sabbatical leave and a doctorate program took me. I'm a vet from Vietnam, combat medic, and in the last 22 years, I've owned and operated this museum in historical Old Town that we deal with African Spanish, African Mexican, African American history. It's a research center with 7,000 books in 9 languages. That's why we're here in historical Old Town with the African Spanish history. But we traveled to ancient Egypt, as you can see with my friend that I have behind me. He's only one of several pictures that I allow tourists to take when they come into the museum. And we have traveled quite a bit to the African continent, dealt with all that history that goes back to the first humanoids, bipeds to stand on 2 feet and leave footprints in the ancient Ngorongoro crater in the east part of Kenya, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. And so my class and my passion has been African world history. We've temporarily changed the name of the museum on a permanent basis now to African Diaspora Museum, which includes all the African history around the world, from the continent, from the Middle Passage, dealing with the Moors in Spain and their control for over 700 years, all of Southern Europe, and the bloodline that they left that came in with Columbus, Cortez, Pizarro, Balboa into the Western Hemisphere. And that's been part of my passion to travel and find my African world history relatives. We go back to the African continent from time to time just to renew ourselves, but we end up coming back to the United States and venturing and bringing it to the textbook. I write curriculum with the National Education Association, American Federation of Teachers, and California Teachers, but we go to South Africa with the SAT2, South African Democratic Teachers Union, and out into the South Pacific with Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, and that's what these 7,000 books are about. I have a bad back and a pinched nerve and some bad knees. I'm carrying 67,000 books around the world, and that's been a passion that we've had for so long. And so I've taken this class to share that this is one of 4 classes I used to teach, 2 on the African continent, 2 here in the United States with African world history. And we use the resource centers that we have here with the 8 exhibits, museum quality exhibits that overlap to K-16, not K-12, because we teach professors in the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th grade. So this class that I'm teaching online now is it's just a collection of all of the things that we have gone around the world to do with the sabbatical leave. My experience in Vietnam was part of it, Southeast Asia, to find out that we have African presence all around the world. And so we traced the DNA with Dr. Henry Louis Gates from Harvard University. I was fortunate enough to be one of 53 scholars that helped him to do his 9-hour series on KPBS, public broadcasting, about Africans in Latin America. And from that, we take the material and we put it into this online class that I'm continuing to learn, because this is a real challenge for me. I've taught over 50 years, but this is my first online class, and I'm finding it to be a very a learning experience. And with that, I don't know where I need to end with this video, but that is a very important part of it. The books, the research, the doctors, the master's thesis that we've collected that we allow students to use, the curriculum that we write that's in your public schools with the 4th grade, state history, California history, 5th grade, 8th grade, 11th grade, U.S. history, 6th grade, 9th grade, 12th grade, ancient Egyptian history. And so we cover the whole. And then in the college level, we review that. And so every K-16 grade level has some African presence, and we bring that out with the DNA, sickle cell anemia, and document it with the books and videos in multiple languages. So come and visit us. And I hope that I'll get a chance to share with you with the meet and greet on this program soon. Okay. With that, thank you. Professor Chuck Ambers signing off. And come to the museum and visit us.